Yes, I'm here tonight with Ralph Mothner and Sarah Williams. They are local antiques appraisers here in Austin, Texas. Welcome, Sarah. Welcome, Ralph.
Thank you.
So glad to have you with us this evening. I want to ask you a couple of questions about your background and your profession.
Sure.
Sarah, how long have you been in the business and what do you specialize in?
Well, I have been designing and manufacturing jewelry for over 40 years.
Wow.
I have been appraising for about 15. My specialty is custom design, one-of-a-kind pieces.
Oh, wonderful. And Ralph, how long have you been in the business?
I've been doing jewelry appraisals here in Austin since 1978, and my specialty really is insurance replacement value appraisals.
That's wonderful, wonderful. So tell me, what do you love about Antiques Roadshow, Sarah?
Oh, I just think it's so exciting. You never know what you're going to see, what's going to be on, and you realize you have a lot more to learn than you thought you did.
And that's from an appraiser, so imagine what we have to learn. Ralph, what do you think? What do you love about it?
Great education, and then of course the surprise on people's faces is always fun to watch.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that is what KLRU is all about, is education and fun at the same time. So tell me, where should people begin if they want to investigate their own antiques?
Well, I think first the information highway, which is the internet. And then from there you can branch off books, reading, going and visiting someone who sells the antiques or who has a special interest in what you're developing an interest
so
in.
So antiquing itself is an educational
just
experience.
Itself, and is it fun?
Yeah, that's great. Ralph, what do you suggest?
That's a good one for me. Internet, obviously. And because I do just insurance, I'm doing not antique value, but today's replacement cost. So it's a little different thing, and so use a professional.
That's wonderful. That's well. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Ralph and Sarah are going to be back in just a few minutes, appraising a couple of viewers and antique jewelry that they brought in this evening. We're happy to have them here. We're happy to bring Antiques Roadshow right here into Studio 6B, and we're happy to bring it into your home every Monday night. You know, we're coming to you during this programming that you come to depend on. We hope we can depend on you. Give us a call and support us. So here we are in Austin with our own Antiques Roadshow. Welcome back, Sarah Williams, and we have joined tonight with us is Liz Chapman, who has brought a family heirloom, a family ring. So we'd like to talk about that. Liz, thanks for coming in tonight and bringing your treasure. Tell me, what do you know about this ring?
This was my great-grandmother's ring. She was from New Orleans, and her name was Queenie Isabella Holmes Darden, and she was a Mardi Gras queen.
Oh, so. Wonderful, wonderful. When did she live in New Orleans? Do you know the years?
We're thinking around 1890 to 1890 to 1940.
That's
around
great.
there.
That's great. So, Sarah, you had a chance to examine the ring. What did you learn about it?
Oh, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I believe it is of the early Victorian period. We have 19 old cut diamonds and one new cut diamond. There's a single point we have, which is 19 points of old diamonds and one diamond of new cut. Then we have in the center a sapphire that is semi-oval, which is approximately 45 points. It is in 14 or 18 karat gold. We don't know if the shank has been replaced or not. It is in excellent shape. It is very old. When we tell that on these by the cut of the diamonds, and we place it at around 1810 to 1820.
Wow.
And this ring, because of its age, it is so well kept and it is so cherished, and it's worth about $3,000.
That's fabulous. That's wonderful.
That's great news. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Great. So tell me, if someone has a piece of jewelry like this that they've had laying around in their jewelry box or they discover in their home, what's the best way to take care of something like this?
Very carefully. It is 2 years. It has been through a lot.
Don't wash the car with it.
Don't wash it. If it can get dirty doing it, don't do it.
Good advice. Good advice. Well, Sarah and Liz, thank you both so much. We are so happy to bring KLRU, bring Antiques Roadshow to Austin, Texas, and to bring it right into our studios tonight. We need your support to be able to keep this going. 866-910-KLRU is the number you can call during this one of your favorite shows on KLRU. Thanks. Well, here we are back with the Austin Antiques Roadshow. Welcome back, Ralph Mothner. He's a local appraiser here in Austin. And welcome to you, Rebecca Quast.
Thank you.
Rebecca is also a viewer and a fan of Antiques Roadshow.
Yes, I am.
And she has brought in some watches for Ralph to appraise this evening. Rebecca, tell us what you knew about this watch when you brought it in this evening.
Well, the whole collection of watches actually belonged to my grandmother, my mother's mother, Grandma Howard, and I know she liked jewelry a lot. Other than that, I don't know much other than they sat in my mom's jewelry box for a while, and I really liked them. them, so I picked them out.
That's great. So Ralph, you've had a chance to look at these watches, and there's one in particular that you want to talk about. What did you discover about it?
Well, I found out it's a 14-karat solid gold case. It's rose gold. I believe it was made around 1940. It does have a 17 jewel movement. We opened the watch up and found that it's still in working order. Probably could stand a cleaning and an adjustment. It does have 2 small diamonds, one on either side. I think the watch, for insurance purposes, I would insure it for about $300 to $350.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So if viewers had jewelry similar to this that they have found, like Rebecca found in her mother's jewelry box, what would you recommend for them to do to keep it in good shape?
Well, a watch is a mechanical item, so it needs to be put in competent hands by a mechanic that's schooled and trained in that area.
Great, that's wonderful. Well, Ralph, Rebecca, thank you so much for coming in this evening. It has been a lot of fun bringing Antiques Roadshow here to Studio 6B at KLRU in Austin, Texas. We bring this show to you week in and week out, and it's your support that makes it possible. It's the work of Ralph in our community and the inquisitiveness of someone like Rebecca that makes this show one of the most popular shows on KLR, the most popular show, to have people in the community that care about antiques, that love to discover new things, that treasure their own treasures that they find in their attic or their mother's jewelry box. We really appreciate your support in making this show possible and all the shows possible on KLRU, and I hope you'll give us your support.